Good day, everyone, classmates, and more especially to our subject teacher, Mr. I am Sandra Gonzalez, 19 years old. I live here in North Poblacion, which is formerly known as Namangka, Mabinay Negros Oriental. I am in first year level and I am a Bachelor of Elementary Education. One of my learnings in to specifically say the love of God, of oneself, of neighbor, and of country. To love God first with all our heart, with all our soul, and with all our mind is our greatest and most important commandment to obey. It is greatly because if we center God in everything, and we love God with all our life, surely we will also love everything next, especially our neighbor. Neighbor does not only refer in terms of how near the distance of neighbor houses, but neighbor generally means fellow person. If we love ourselves, then we also know how to love our fellows, like family, friends, and even strangers. If we love our fellow countrymen, it is the same as loving our country. The root of love in everything is God, because God is love. There is nothing our God cannot do. So, people, let us seek His kingdom first, and all these things shall be added unto us. As my reflection on the new normal study, I would say generally that no student would say that this new normal study is easy. Yeah, I am already in college level, and we know that college students are expected to be responsible enough and have the capacity to stand by ourselves. But still, we need the assistance, guidance, and the teachings from our professors personally, since we have this online and modular class and not face-to-face class. For me, in this complicated new normal study, there are so many students who say that they only have learned few, and I am one of them. But worse to those students who say that they don't learn anything, and that's very sad to think. For me, in my case, I admit that this new normal study is hard, although we could say that there are both advantages and disadvantages of this new situation. And that advantages is that we are also using this time for family bonding, uh, helping in household chores, and for some other important things. On the other hand, it is hard because we don't have teachers to teach us our lessons that we should learn. And as a possible result of this disadvantage, many students might get good grades but lack of learnings. Furthermore, it is hard because school matters are not the only responsibility I have, because I also have the responsibility at home and in church, and some other matters like taking care of my nephews and nieces. And recently I worked, and it was also the time of the final examination. I just had little time as I was running out of time to do my final examinations and some of my modules. Lastly, it is hard because not all students have the access to internet, not all students have the good quality of cell phones, and worst, not all students have their own Android cell phones or gadgets. But since we are already experiencing this new normal study, or what we generally call as new normal, what we should just have to do is to accept and adapt this new situation, because we know ourselves know that we could thrive, we could survive, and we could surpass these COVID-19 challenges through God's help.